just this cat surprisingly was cooperating.
A cooperative cat.
A cooperative cat. Who'd have
Sounds like a cool cat. Welcome to Get Off My Lawn, episode 2. We're here with Attack of the Clones. We're here with our good friend Connor Branigan. Connor, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, dude. First guest, so this is gonna be sick. I don't know. Let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, Connor.
Where does it all begin in the story of Connor Branigan?
The story of Connor Branigan.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Tustin, California.
Woo. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Where to go from there?
What happened after you were born?
What after I did school stuff? Did the whole childhood thing? It was a whatever time.
Nice.
And then I got into music, and since I've been 16,
I was about to ask at what age did you start playing?
Yeah, I started playing guitar when I was 12, but started really taking it seriously and playing with other people in bands when I was 16, and from then on I started taking it seriously and made it like my life's mission to get on the road.
Are you self-taught? Did you go take lessons?
No, all self-taught. I grew up playing a little bit of piano, but being able to pick up things by ear just kind of became a thing that came naturally to me.
Yeah, I took lessons for like the first 6 months. My first instrument is bass guitar.
Oh yeah,
and I took bass lessons from the time I was 14 till I was 15, and then I went to this private music academy, whatever. And I did that.
Sounds expensive.
I wanted to do something like that.
Dude, it honestly was pretty cool because because of going there, that's how I was introduced into playing with other kids, because they had what was called an ensemble group. So once every 3 months you'd get together with a full band, and you would just cover songs.
Yeah.
And it was the coolest thing ever. The first time I ever did it, there was a 30-year-old dude singing and playing drums.
Oh, it's crazy.
It was cool. And he was playing. Then there was the next band I did was with a bunch of kids my age, and we played Guns N' Roses, Metallica, all that shit, the classic.
That was me and my next door neighbor growing up, being the obnoxious neighbors in the garage, for sure.
That was the best. Me and my neighbor, who actually taught me how to play actual guitar, he we would just play in his room for hours and hours, and it's funny because the first thing he ever taught me how to play was Stairway to Heaven.
Of course. You gotta
and he's dude, you have to learn how to fucking play this song.
Gotta learn it.
Oh shit! And you're wearing a Zeppelin shirt. How ironic.
Oh.
But yeah, it was. It wasn't as hard as. I thought it was going to be.
Not as hard as I am right now. That's for sure. But 16 started getting into music pretty seriously.
And it kind of all started the first time I really started playing with people was with a church group. I was still in middle school, but I'll even say it now. But I blame being where I am now completely on my good friend Turtle, Mr. Alex Curtis. I met
Turtle.
Met him at that church, and he was a couple grades above me. He was in high school already. But we had played in the church group together. He was playing drums, and he wanted to have me play in the high school battle of the bands when I was a middle schooler. I was
nice.
Wow. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be.
You always were always ahead of your time though. I remember when I saw you play with Author and Finish, I was dude, this kid's got it, dude.
Yeah, it was just attributed to meeting him that early on. He was a couple, years older. So that whole battle of the bands thing never took off. But he started introducing me to a lot more current bands, I don't know, post-hardcore stuff, metal stuff that I hadn't heard yet. But from there, we got a couple people together, started my first band, and
which was
MSC.
MSC.
Yeah. MSC. MSC these nuts.
Sick.
That's good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But played, and then from that, playing that year, then came Author and Finisher. Mm-hmm. From that, met Aaron Melzer, who kind of is the reason I started with Secrets, because Secrets stole him from my band.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
It's funny how that came full swing though, because now
it lucked out a year and a half later, and
definitely.
Got a call to go to Europe with a week and a half notice. and those
pack the bags, yeah.
Pack those.
To this day, the coolest tour I've ever done.
That's so sick.
Who was it with?
Headlining was Asking Alexandria. Then
Jesus.
The Ghost Inside and Ground the Empire.
Jesus. That's stacked.
From never touring before to just jumping on something like that, it's the most 0 to 100 like life spin I've ever had.
Before that, jeez, man, I can't imagine.
Aside from like, I followed Warped Tour 1 year with Author and Finisher, like doing the whole sales in the line, selling an EP, being like, "Do you want to listen to my band?"
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
For a full summer in a van, it was awesome.
That must have been brutal. Dude.
It paid off when we actually did get to play Warped Tour, and I got to be a part of that experience. So,
what is that like? Speaking of, since
it's a lot of.
That's what I've been told.
So I've been told too.
I mean, there's the people with that for sure. Some people do their thing. I choose not to.
Yeah,
but a lot of just hard work, but every night it just somehow is a party.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like it would just be like summer camp for like a bunch of bandies.
Pretty much. It's literally
pretty
summer
much
camp.
like every interview I've ever listened to, that's what every band says. Every band says it's just like summer camp for your band. Like you just hang out with even the bands you like grew up listening to. You're like, yeah, like we're like legit friends with whatever bands.
That's crazy.
But I've heard it plenty of times, and before I even did it, I was told this will be the hardest tour you'll ever do.
I can only imagine that because of the heat.
Just the fact that it's completely all day, and from a band's point of view, depending on like what duty you split up between your band, my duty was to wake up every morning at 7:30 and go to the truck behind our stage to help the rest, or basically every piece of gear from our stage loaded onto stage, including like building the stage essentially. So everything out of a semi truck I varied from like an hour to 2.5 hours depending on the venue.
Damn. With that though, like with whatever stage you played on, like does like the van, did like all the buses like park in like right behind it, so it's like really easy?
No, it's
that's like the one thing
it really depends on the venue. Some days it's just
I heard
the worst.
I heard this one of the venues in San Francisco, I believe it was, like if you were attending Warped Tour like as like a concert goer, you had to walk 1.5 miles from this lot to the actual venue.
Yeah, because that year specifically, it was actually the one I followed on. It was 2012. And it was the one time, I don't know how long it had been since they had done San Francisco, but it was where Giant Stadium was, so it's right on the water.
Oh, yeah.
But everything surrounding is still like middle of the city. So it's like there's a lot somewhere far away. That's a good point, yeah. But it was just a horde of people. That was like the most crowded day of Warped Tour I've seen. It was actually sold out. Like I've never heard of Warped Tour selling out until that.
I've heard of Warped Tour selling out one other time, and it was one of the Pomona dates when it was I think it was in 2013 when it had 2 days in a row.
I
heard one of them sold out.
That's probably why they had that second day.
No, they had it
just
2
already.
days just already.
Dang.
And just one of them just happened to have sold out.
I totally forgot about that.
That's what I heard.
But yeah, that day in San Fran had, I think they said 22,000 people there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and like another 1,000 or 2 people like outside the venue without tickets.
Waiting. Fuck. Like, can you imagine like? Because I've never thought to myself, because I've only been to Warped Tour like I think like 4 times in my life, and like. I've never, like I said before, that one, and like you just said, I've never heard of Warped Tour ever selling out.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's one of those things where it's like, dude, that, like, it is one of those things where, like, yeah, it could, but I'm like, dude, it can't. There's no way. Yeah. There's, like, so many fucking people.
Yeah.
But I fucking guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really depends on the city, too. I mean, with that one, it was... like everyone in NorCal entirely go into that day.
Oh yeah, probably. Dude, it just sucks that like the one Warped Tour that I went to, which I don't know if you were on it, was the one in 2014. This is the last one I went to, the one in Ventura. Were you on that one?
The band was. I wasn't in the band yet though.
Yeah, but
the one was at Linkin Park year.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good time.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, that was like one of the best venues I've ever been to, because I've been to Pomona once. I went to Chula Vista. I went to the one that was in Irvine at the Great Park.
Oh yeah.
Too bad they're never gonna do it there again.
Yeah. Well, that was, oh god, that was a disaster. Like, everything was so unorganized at that Irvine one.
It was pretty bad. Like, I remember, like...
Is this like the Verizon Amphitheater?
No, they did it...
The Great Park is a separate one. You know where that orange weather balloon is?
Yes.
It's basically just the dirt grounds there.
Okay. I know exactly where that is.
It was also, like, right next to the old El Toro Airport.
That sounds terrible.
And what happened, apparently, with the city, somehow the city, like city officials weren't aware it was even happening, and wanted it shut down a week beforehand. Like, somehow they had missed the memo of approving this.
Oh my gosh.
And they threw a huge fit about it. Then when the day came, every cop there was more strict at that day than I've ever seen.
Dude, no,
like, when, as Irvine, that was, again, 2012 when we were selling CDs. Yeah. We got shut down because we didn't have a business license.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Like,
I've never heard Irvine.
Only in Irvine.
But here's the thing. From what I heard,
terrible.
Yeah, from what I heard with like that one in particular was because inside the venue, inside the fence, like, you weren't allowed to smoke cigarettes, and like
that was the other thing I was gonna say.
They weren't allowing cigarettes and like anything. So like kids would come in with like their cigarettes, and like I remember having to like hide behind one of the stages to like go like smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucked up.
I've never seen a day of warp like that.
I like, no one ever. I mean, like, kids got caught. They just got them confiscated or like threw them out or whatever. But like, you know, it was.
Yeah, that was the hardest year to smoke at.
It was bad.
Whether it be like cigarettes or.
That was also
since there's just no smoking. Like, anyone
any
smoke, it's
dude, it was
bad.
bad.
On that person.
And like also that was the same. That was like the first year. Also, they did the like the reusable water things. That was like cool. But like other than that, that was like. I mean, I had a good time. It was a really random spot.
But still, to this day, Ventura was the best.
Dude,
venue.
Ventura is. Yeah. I was saying in the last podcast, that's the best venue.
As far as like weather and like everything being on the water, that's awesome. There are I will say that like all Californians don't get to experience with Warped Tour is all the amphitheaters they host them at.
That's true.
That's a really cool. Like, there's a lot of cool places you hit with. Like, I think there's a place in. It's either Ohio or Indiana, but it's just the entire stage is made out of like recycled wood and made this crazy fixture that just gives it really cool acoustics.
Yeah, no, I've watched many Warped Tour sets from like wherever amphitheaters they play in, and like, you know, the main stages is split in half on those things. That's so fun.
And we got to play on those stages most of the time. It just happened to be where they put our stage.
I just really it bums me out though, seeing like people sit down like in the chairs watching the bands. Like, that's such a weird thing for me to see, you know?
Yeah.
Because I've been to Verizon Wireless Amphitheater when it was open. Like, I've been to 2 concerts there. I saw Third Eye Blind and I saw Blink 182 there.
Good shows to go.
Oh, absolutely. But it was so weird because like, for like when I saw Third Eye Blind there, the opening band was Dashboard Confessional. And people legitimately were sitting down. I was like, how the fuck do you sit down? Like, like me and Corey Wells went, we were standing up because...
Of course, Corey Wells, you guys are standing up watching Dashboard.
Yeah, Dashboard's his like favorite fucking band ever. And like, he got to meet Chris Carrabba that night. I like flagged him. I was like, dude, hey, Chris Carrabba's over there. Go get a fucking picture with them. Yeah. It's pretty cool. And then, but it was just weird because like, that was the first time I had been to Verizon Wireless. And so I was just looking around, and then I see people up at the lawn, you know, people in like the seats below that. People were just fucking sitting there with their fucking arms crossed. And I was like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know.
The cool thing about with Warped Tour though is that like even a lot of people sing in those seats when you're at that stage might not necessarily be there for you. It's like a lot of times the cool down spot for the day, and so
that's very true.
You get a lot of random people that wouldn't like go out of their way to see you and end up becoming fans of it sometimes, and
that is very
works
true.
out.
I never thought
they'll even come up and say something about it.
Isn't
after.
there?
It's kind of cool.
I don't know if it's been recently, but isn't there like an adult daycare almost kind of a thing with Warped now?
I fuck with that.
No, I
think they got rid of it. No, I think they had it this year.
That's so sick.
Because I think it was 2015, 2016. I was watching I don't exactly remember.
They do have it. It's like an indoor 10, AC and everything.
Like with adults when they drop off their kids, they're just I don't want to fucking be here. So I'm gonna go do this, and they have I don't know exactly remember, but they had Wi-Fi, they had air conditioning. It was like
so
food.
what do kids drop
all
off
Warped Tour?
It's almost it's like the complete opposite. It's fucking cool. It's like
no, I actually remember spending some time. No, they kind of located it at the venue had like the exclusive VIP bar area for other shows there.
Yeah.
It was built into the venue, but that's where they hosted the parent kind of thing. And it was just the only AC cool down spot in the whole venue. So I just hung out there the whole time.
I would fucking do that too, man.
Makes you want to bring a kid to Warped Tour.
Every time I think about if I was on Warped Tour, what would I do to beat the heat? I don't even know what the fuck I would do. Cause
stay on the bus.
Yeah, if we get the opportunity to do Warped in a bus, definitely I would not leave the bus until we play. Honestly, I know that's a pretty shitty thing to do, but honestly, man, I don't.
Oh no, there's plenty of times. We're lucky to have that bandwagon for AC exclusively, but
yeah.
But okay, here's the thing another thing too is you guys or the bands will have their buses and bandwagons running all fucking day. Doesn't that screw it up at the same time?
I mean, I've heard some buses and it's just it happens, but they all have generators that are meant to
especially for buses.
Yeah, buses have generators for that. I want to say
the van is probably a little more sketchy.
Yeah,
because it's just a van.
If it's a van, there's definitely no way you're running AC in that bitch all day.
Oh no.
Oh, you definitely can. Cause
that's all gas.
I'm pretty sure your engine would explode if that shit happened.
Yeah. Especially in that heat. And I've seen bands try it and they fail.
Yeah, I remember A Day to Remember was saying they did that when they were doing. They were doing a winter tour and they ran the heat while they would sleep, and he said, or whatever, I forgot exactly what it was, but they said they were just driving down the highway one day and literally their engine exploded.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was on one of their first tours.
I thought you were gonna go with the heater broke.
No, well,
apparently it did.
It might have,
along with a bunch of other shit.
I think a lot of things broke.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't imagine just being in fucking Phoenix, Arizona in the middle of fucking July, having to be in 125 fucking degrees. Hell no. I remember my cousin and
we had broken AC at that. On that year of riding, we were in a van.
Yeah, my cousin, she went to the 2013 Warped Tour in Phoenix, Arizona. She said it was the hottest fucking day of her life. She's like, I don't know. It's one of the worst. She's like, I don't know how people do that shit all day. She's like, I went for a couple hours and I had to bail because it was just so hot.
Well, I was happy what they did this year. They did with Arizona and Vegas. They actually pushed back the start time of Warped Tour, so it was less time of that intense heat.
When are they starting it? And what time
usually it was, I think, 11 or 11:30 was start time for every day, but then
they pushed it back to 2.
Yeah, one of them was 2 o'clock. One of them was 1 or 1:30.
That's still better than high noon.
Both times we were last to play on our stage, so we played nighttime. So we played at 9:55 one night. No, 8:55, something like that. It was very late. Yeah, Arizona, there were floodlights outside, giant.
That's pretty cool.
Just it was a different way to experience Warped Tour for sure.
Yeah, I remember going to the San Diego one, and it was in the last.
Oh, just on that concrete. Oh.
I mean, yeah, no, the San Diego one was fine because it was at the Cricket Wireless Amphitheater. The one I went to was in 2008, and I remember the weather being pretty decent because it was in August, and it wasn't ridiculously hot. I think it was the second or last week of August, but it wasn't that bad. It was probably 80 degrees high.
Oh wow!
And I was there all fucking day, dude. I remember me and my friends. We left at 8 in the morning. Got there when we were there literally all fucking day. No, actually we were not. We left right before the headliners played. The headliners was all time low and We the Kings.
Yeah.
And they played at 8 o'clock at night, and we were fuck this, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
And it was fine, dude.
Have you guys gotten really intense sunburns from Warped Tour?
Yeah. From 2012, I did. I got it all over my face.
Oh, man.
I forgot to put it on sunscreen on my face that one year.
I get it from work all the time, just
Yeah.
because this one gig that we usually
Just
do.
doing live sound, right?
Yeah, I've got one in like a week. And last year when we did the gig, because we got signed on for like a few years of a deal, the last year when we did it, it was 112 degrees.
Oh, fuck.
Where at?
It was in RSM.
Dude,
They have this like music festival every
Yeah,
year
yeah.
called Rancho Fest.
Oh yeah, no, it's coming up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're doing it again.
Hey, check out Sleep State. They're a cool band.
Are they playing?
They're
it?
playing it.
Yeah.
Really?
Bunch of good.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh, who's
they're
that?
playing it. Yeah, Troy the singer is from RSM, I believe. But
isn't
yeah,
Parker
yeah.
Jackson
Parker-
too?
Parker was
Mild
the,
drummer.
Yeah. From
yeah,
Author
he was the
Finisher.
drummer of Author and Finisher, but
Very
really
talented.
cool
I remember-
indie rock band.
I remember one time when I was still going to college, I was walking in the quad of Saddleback, and there's like a small little band playing and stuff, and I was like, hey, that looks like Parker. And like walking closer and closer, and I'm walking like literally like right next to him because they have a small little ass stage setup. And I was like, oh shit, it's Parker.
Was it with Sleep State?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
were
played,
just
like, a
playing,
lot
like,
of-
a little random set in the quad of Saddleback.
Don't they have like a residency at like the Wayfair? They play like
Yeah, they did that
every
in
week?
January.
Oh, okay.
They did it kind of like for a month, maybe a month
Oh,
and a
yes,
half.
yes.
But yeah, it did really well for them from what I heard.
Yeah, I remember, dude. I remember playing. I think it wasn't his. I remember playing like a house show back when I was in high school, and he was there, but it wasn't at his house. It was at one of his other friends' house. I can't remember his friend's name for the life of me, but it was super random.
So random.
Like literally played in his friend's like backyard. It was like his band and then my very first band.
Crazy.
Very first shitty band.
No, I'll even say like the first show I ever like legitimately played. I still remember Jay being there. Yeah, I still there's some picture out there of us playing. He's like in the crowd with Brett Chiodo.
Ooh.
Straight.
Oh man.
Brett Smith was probably there too.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good
That's
like
right.
everyone a lot of people that like I still keep up with today were just all at this show, and I all met that first
Dude,
night.
it's
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's so
hilarious.
funny
That's
like how like your circle of like there's like we're such a small circle, like the Orange County music scene is such a small circle, and like dude, I've told Jay a million times that I've like seen set sites for South play like not even
Before
knowing
like, we were
him.
even like friends.
Yeah, like
Oh,
before
yeah.
I even knew who he was or who like Tommy was or Ed Griffin. Like all I remember was like I remember Mayfair. We played a show, and I believe they were on the same bill too. And I just remember watching Griffin the entire time because I was like, dude, this kid's first off, I noticed he was a left-handed drummer. Second off, his china was fucked up.
Like his cymbals now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's hard,
They are
bro.
pretty fucked
But-
up.
It's still the same China.
but worse.
Nah, we
like
got rid of that China.
no.
We don't use China
But I just
anymore.
remember Griffin was so skinny and he had super long hair. Like
Yeah.
long, maybe like as long as your hair is now. And like I just remember just like seeing him play, like he was so like it was just so good. And I was like, dude,
So
who the
relaxed, too.
Who the fuck is this kid and why have I not met him?
Yeah.
And I just remember like seeing them again at that chain show. I'm like, oh, it's that same kid. I wonder if it's the same band because I don't remember that. And I'm like, oh, that's that Asian kid with blonde hair because I've seen him around. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, for sure. And then for some odd reason, I just when I joined the band, I just remember talking to Griffin. I'm like, dude, did you used to like play in a band called, I couldn't remember the band name, and I was just like, I think it started with an M, and he's like, oh, was it this? And I was like, fucking probably. And he pulled up a picture like on his Facebook. He's like, did I look like this? And I was like, yes. I was like, holy shit, that was like the craziest shit ever. I was like, I saw like them play when like Alex Hirschberg was alive.
Yeah.
And that was like pretty crazy.
I still remember those days, and
You saw
Yeah.
us like in a very different like
Yeah.
like steps in our evolution. Of,
Was
was
like,
this
band.
a Murder Takes a Bow days?
I
That
believe
was the
so,
name,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
That was the name.
That was
I
like the
still
very
remember.
first name.
That's a
we ever
weird
had.
name for a band.
Yeah,
That is a weird name.
I didn't question it.
Yeah,
I
and
keep
then
hitting this with my headphone ear.
That's okay.
I have very big ears with this.
No, I know. I used to have those headphones actually.
Pretty nice and standard.
I went down a size. These are tiny. You know.
No,
I'm not
I
gonna
got
hit
some.
shit.
I got some big ears. I got
Yeah.
covered.
I just remember I've just met so many people now. Like Brett Chiodo's another example. I've seen Brett Chiodo at shows and like Austin Cressy, like all them at shows before, and like I've only met Brett. I only met him like right when Movements like first started, which was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was just so weird. Like I've like known of him for so long, but I've like now just becoming friends with him. Same with Austin.
Brett's one of the few that I knew like before I met you.
I mean, that's the same story with you. I've seen you play in Author and like all your other bands before, and like I would say we probably like finally like talked and like introduced you to each other like probably like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, something
like that. Just like it's just weird because like I've just known who so many people are just by like seeing them at a show, but like never
everyone knows everyone.
Yeah.
And I will say I always like tell anyone who like I'll have people ask like what's the scene like out in California. I'm like, honestly, like this is like one of the most fortunate like areas to have like grown up playing music and
definitely.
like being integrated with. I don't know. There's just like such a vast network where everyone is like willing to help each other out.
For the most part.
For the most part. Yeah, there's some beef here and there, but like I like to stay pretty neutral with anyone I know. But
I definitely feel like back when like Embassy and like the like when those bands were still around and stuff, like way back then.
That was a very
that's when it was like
everyone
really,
was very tightly knit.
Yeah,
I will say
it was very prosperous then.
I would say
Pirate Entertainment, man. Like that family, like at the time was like such a close knit group.
Yeah.
Like 3 of the bands like that like we like grew up playing shows together all had a lockout shared right there next door.
That's true.
Crazy.
I just remember like I would want to say that the best years of the local scene had to have been from like 2008 until like I would have to say it's like 2010. 2008, 2010. In my personal opinion, just because like that was like in my opinion, like how you're saying, like when it was the most prosperous.
Yeah, I feel like that's when like kids would go to shows
no matter what,
just to go to a show.
Yeah,
it's not like let's go because this one fucking hype band is playing tonight.
I still notice like I think we don't recognize it as much now because we're a little older than now. But I still see like newer generations of like full on friend groups like going out to shows and stuff. It's just like a whole new.
Well, that's good.
It's
we don't know yet
because it's the same thing for me too, and I'm
going
not
through
from here, so it's like the 2000. Like I would even go back to like 06 to like 010 was like incredible back where I'm from.
2010.
What, the Philly?
Even now,
Philly for you?
Even now too, it's like it's blowing up.
Yeah, I feel like
especially the hardcore scene. The hardcore scene in Philly is amazing.
It just needs to stop being so clicky and shit.
4-day festival every year. It's the best one in the fucking world.
It's all the New England areas, like Philly, Boston,
Boston,
DC,
New York.
Dude, the thing about Boston is like the music scene in Boston, from my personal experience of going over there, was like, dude, even in like New York, Brooklyn, New York, dude, it does not matter who the fuck you are, kids will come out and will wreck a fucking venue.
Oh yeah.
I remember playing with the Contortionist at like a second level venue in Brooklyn. Like we had to go up like 2 fucking flights of stairs.
Oh, the best.
And we it literally looked like a strip club where we were playing.
Yeah.
And we were playing on top of this like platform. And there were like lounge couches like going alongside the walls with like tables and shit. And literally kids were jumping off of those and crowd killing people.
Oh yeah, dude.
For the Contortionist during like a clean part with like the keyboards and no vocals, nothing, just like and kids were just like hammer fisting everyone. No one gave a fuck.
Hey, those fists came in nice in the mic.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Nice.
But then I played like I remember this one time also, like I played at a shitty hole in the wall venue in Brooklyn, and like the show started at like 9:00 at night. It was Volumes, Betrayal, The Greenery, Great Commission, Legend, and Lionheart.
That's a lineup.
And kids were just like I said, it didn't matter what band was up. Kids were just fucking each other up, man. Like and It was just wild. It was such a good time.
That's my shit, bro.
That was such a good
I love
time.
that shit.
You're just like, you're telling me about home right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever... I played in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Did you ever play in Allentown?
I played
Croc
at Croc
Rock?
Yeah.
Yep.
I played at the...
I used to
I
work
played
there.
Erie.
Hmm?
I played Erie.
Yeah, I played...
You played Philly?
Oh, I played Philly playing.
The TLA?
TLA has been there in Voltage Lounge.
Have you played Electric Factory?
No, not yet.
Dude.
The band has. I haven't with them.
That and Union Transfer. Union Transfer
heard
is
that.
like the newer venue in Philly. It's amazing. Yeah. It's so nice.
I played it... Where did I play?
I saw... who did I see there? I saw Pianos Become the Teeth.
Oh, nice.
Birds in Row. There was a bunch of people.
I can't remember the venue.
Converge, I think, played that show. Yeah, Converge headlined it. It was sick.
I'm trying to think of the venue.
Fucking Loma Prieta, that band. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right.
What's the venue? Have you ever been to Erie before? Like, I don't know how far Erie was.
I don't think I've been to Erie before.
Because I played.
But they have a few venues there.
I did a tour with like War of Ages, Legend, The Contortionist. It was, and then
I can like visualize.
War of Ages
and
Legend.
It was a head. It was
sick.
War of Ages. Like they did this headliner for for like this cause called the Project AK-47 thing. I can't remember what it was, but anyways, their hometown show is in Erie.
Okay, yeah.
And like,
it
was kind of like, have you ever been to Soma before in San Diego?
Yes.
Okay, like the venue, it looked like it was like a movie theater before. Like the stage was on the bottom, and like the venue like goes up like that. I don't remember what venue that was, but that place was fucking sick.
I love venues like that, like theater venues like that.
Yeah, it was super.
Because no matter where you are in the crowd, you can see the stage.
It's the best.
Because like, I'm not the tallest dude. And for my like problems, I'll usually have like Morrow standing in front of me or something. He's like 6'8", so I can't see shit.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Not even that short, but you gotta deal with it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of cool venues out there. I'm trying to think of all the other ones out there.
The place we played in Erie was Basement Transmissions. Was that it?
No,
Interesting.
I don't think so.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
The place we played at was like, you know what? I'm gonna look up the tour flyer. Maybe it'll say, but I doubt it. I don't.
This
think
was
so.
like right off the lake too.
No,
like,
this wasn't by a lake. It was in like a suburb town.
Oh, okay.
It was like right next to like a Chuck E. Cheese or some shit. I can't remember.
Did you play at the Chuck E. Cheese? Because that would be so awesome.
No, we didn't play at the Chuck E. Cheese.
I wish that we could
I'd at least film a video there.
I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, but like just for the pizza and to like play some games. You know, if Dave and Buster's had pizza like Chuck E. Cheese, sign me up. Like I'm ready to go like whenever.
I'm pretty sure like
the Colorado was on that tour. Holy
but you
shit,
have to have a kid to go to.
Yeah,
Chuck
I was
E.
gonna
Cheese,
say.
apparently.
Yeah, you can't be just an adult.
Yeah,
so that's one thing. That's one thing I get to look
you
forward to once I have a kid is able to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese isn't. No,
Bring
that's
me
not
back.
true.
Whoop my kid's
That's not
ass
true.
in
You
Mario
don't have
Kart.
to have a kid to go in there because
Regardless, it's still kind of sus. Like I'm not trying to go to Chuck E. Cheese by myself. You know.
Well,
That's
no.
weird.
I went there on a date with Nicole.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
It was cool. We walked in there all hesitant, like, hey,
Yeah.
are we cool? And they're like, yeah, you're good. Like, don't trip.
Just whatever.
Yeah, but
I went to Nickel. That was probably the closest thing I went to.
I never went there.
It's kind of there's
They
like still like one.
They
or
closed
two
one
around.
in Huntington, right?
No.
They closed that?
No.
Or is that the one that's still open?
The one in Garden Grove is open.
Okay.
I went to one in Huntington. It was a couple of years ago.
I think the one in Huntington is
date night.
closed. Date night, nice.
It was the one date.
The one day. And
Yeah,
that's
nothing.
it.
Yeah, no, never happened.
Never happened again. That's
Oh.
all right. It happens, man.
Girls are weird.
You're
sometimes,
a
man.
young kid. Like,
I'm not worried about it.
How old are you?
You still have tour and
Almost
stuff.
24.
Oh, you're almost 24.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
our
month.
birthdays are coming up, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're like a couple days behind. What, 13?
Oh shit, your birthday is coming up.
We're a
Oh,
couple
man.
days apart.
You share a
Yeah.
birthday with Harrison
No,
Ford, I believe.
Oh wait, yep.
That's cool. Do you
That
know
is
who
cool.
I share a birthday with?
Who?
No.
Michelle Kwan. Super cool,
That
right?
actually is pretty cool. I'm gonna look
I
at
don't know. That's just a random fact I remember.
That is a random
looking
fact.
up as a kid.
I don't know anyone that shares the same birthdays.
When's your birthday?
September 1st.
I should know that.
Oh,
I'm
someone has
such a
to.
bad friend.
What about my birthday, dude? Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. And once you get like older than 21, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Like I don't look forward to my birthday. I turned 27 this year. That's not good.
Jesus.
That's like Kurt Cobain shit in the back of my head. Like,
Dude,
I gotta make it, bro.
You share a birthday with Chanel West Coast.
Oh, that's terrible.
And Gloria Estefan.
That's who the one that I thought was. I was like, there's definitely
Lily.
Dude.
Oh, whoa. Ringo Starr and I have a birthday together.
That's fucking awesome.
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's the winner.
God.
I'm trying to look.
And
you also share a birthday with Dr. Phil.
Oh,
My God.
And Ricky from Motionless in White, which is cool.
I got
Shout out Motionless in White, dude. I
got
got showed with them like
Sinister
when I was
Gates.
16. Sinister
do?
Gates. Wow.
You do? That's
Yeah.
fucking
Dang.
dope, dude.
Shred till you're
got the
dead,
Shred
dude.
birthday.
Legit.
Jim Gaffigan.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
I
awesome.
love Jim
Dude, I got some
Gaffigan.
good ones.
You
Yeah.
do got some good
There's
ones.
a lot of child stars that I do not know.
And
who
you
they
share
are.
a birthday with Conway Twitty.
I don't know who that is.
He's a country star from like the 60s.
And like
Oh, I don't
and
really
the-
know anything
like-
about country music.
and the target of a very famous Family Guy joke.
I don't watch Family Guy either.
Here's
wow.
Conway Twitty.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. Fuck that shit, dude. All right, I forgot who I share a birthday with. All I know is the one person I know for 100% for a fact that I share a birthday with is Russell Peters.
Russ
Nice.
Peters, okay.
Yeah.
I got Molly Mall.
I don't
Oh,
know
I
who
share a
that is
birthday with
either.
Kevin Durant. That's fucking dope.
That's sick. Shout
I got-
out Golden State.
Chris Anderson,
Who's Chris Anderson?
basketball player. He dealt with like all the. It's
Jerry.
crazy. He got hit with like possible like pedophile like charges, but it turned out to be a catfish thing.
Oh, okay.
And like they just featured it on an episode of Catfish. It's like the gnarly. I started getting into Catfish lately, but
Oh, really?
yeah, because Wade,
That show's wild.
my band's vocalist, like him and his girlfriend are super into it. But like they're like, you gotta watch this episode.
I also share a birthday with Andrew
It's
Dice
like-
Clay, who's super fucking funny.
I don't know
But,
who
like,
that is.
He's a comedian from the 80s. Man.
Oh, word.
It set up this like it was this like girl in Canada
And Dallas
who
Green.
basically set up a relationship between a random girl and like a dude in the NBA. This guy who was like really hot at the time, Chris Anderson, and
Oh, I think I heard about this.
yeah, and all of a sudden like she basically was the one relaying their messages back and forth to each other without them knowing. They got them to actually meet, and then all of a sudden like through it she ended up like trying to threaten the girl with like using her nude photos or something, and like it ended up becoming a whole deal where she like thought Chris was saying all this stuff and like went to the cops about this and like turned into a whole like investigation. He got like kicked off his team and everything.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Because of this random chick in like way northern Canada. who
Some football player had that happen to him too.
yeah, but they just like
I forgot who that was though.
they were trying to basically do some justice. It's seemingly doing some justice to give him some credibility that he wasn't this monster that like the whole world believed him to be. Because I mean there was reason to believe so. But
Yeah.
that both their lives were just
Ruined.
completely messed with.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's
Yeah.
playing with someone again. Like he wasn't like kicked out of the NBA or anything or
That's
charged.
That's good. Has anybody ever been in this room ever been catfished before?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I have.
Me too. Back in the MySpace days.
MySpace days.
Yep.
Yep.
I found one fake profile of Facebook once. It was really weird because I don't think the picture they used, I had never posted before.
Oh,
someone
someone was
used
being
you?
you.
Yeah,
That's happened to me
and
before too.
they said
Jeez.
they said they were, and it was so
How
weird.
did you
Different
find
name
it
for
out?
me.
How did you find it?
It still said it used my name though.
Oh,
Like it was
okay.
just
Oh,
like
wow.
Connor Branigan, another like profile, a really old picture that I swear I never remember ever posting. And it said I lived in Rhode Island
Oh,
and
Okay.
played for the band that I wasn't in anymore. I was really confused. Nothing ever came of it.
did they spell your name the right way, or they spell it differently?
No, they spelled it right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, mine.
That's
I found
pretty
a
sure it's
couple
still
of
up.
mine. There was a Facebook page that I saw before, and then there was a bunch of people pretending to be me on Tumblr, because I had some Tumblr clout like back in like 2010,
Yeah.
because I was like just shit
Sup-
posting on Tumblr.
Super active.
Yeah,
all
all
the
the
time.
time, just constantly, because we would like. There's so many different types of like layers of Tumblr, and one of them that we were in was we had a video game blog that had 300,000 subscribers
Gee.
or followers. Sorry, I'm thinking YouTube in my head because it's such a better platform. But yeah, like Tumblr was sick back in the day, you know. Like I found out a bunch of old music.
I mean, like I tried. I still have my Tumblr, but like I was on it for like a good little bit, but I don't know. For some reason, I just stopped like caring about.
There was a bunch of fake blogs using my picture as their display and name forests and stuff, and like this is my new blog, or this is my new blog.
That must be like the worst feeling in the world. It's just like
not really. It's like shit, someone wants to be me. Tight. Fuck it.
I guess that's true. I don't know.
I don't know why anyone would want to fucking be me, but shit,
well, obviously
if they want to, go for
they
it.
must envy you in some way, shape, or form.
I don't know.
I mean, you know.
I was skinnier then, bro.
How long are we out with this?
I don't know.
I think like we have
probably half an hour.
Probably like half hour left. I think we'll call it a night. But yeah, dude. I remember just like, dude, like, do you guys ever remember Is Anyone Up?
Oh yeah! Shout out Hunter Moore. He's free.
Just got out of jail.
He's just got out of jail.
He's on the internet again. He's on Twitter.
Yeah, check Twitter.
He's got all the girls sending butt pics already.
Dude,
that's just his life.
Butthole, no care.
I know.
Turtle has that tattooed on him.
Yeah.
I know multiple people with that tattooed on them.
So do I.
Turtle being one of them on his fucking kneecap.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
Or
cannot
above his
believe that was up for as long as it was, man. That was a
Bro, yeah.
like, I don't mean to be like, I mean, like, let's be honest here. Like, everyone went on that website to fucking laugh at people. Like,
Yeah.
it was a shitty way to, it was a shitty thing that he did.
Yeah.
But like,
I know so many people that were on that
dude,
site.
so do I.
We all did.
Oh my god, dude, I'm so glad.
Comes with the territory
it
of
does.
being in the scene.
But that's what's funny about, like, Is Anyone Up was meant for just anybody, right? But for some odd reason, like, so many dudes in bands were just blasted on there.
They just got targeted.
Dude, I remember, like...
And their girlfriends.
Oh yeah,
And
their
their
girlfriends.
Yes.
No.
I remember, like, the drummer of... I'm not going to say what band, but I have seen so many band dudes' dicks that I did not want to see.
That's the risk of going on there.
Fuck! I'm like, dude.
That's the risk.
It is the risk, but I mean, like...
fucking dicks, dude.
Yeah, dude. And, like, I've seen, like, you know, like, people put, like, celebrities up on there and, like, all that shit, which was, you know, that was the shit you wanted to see. It's like, oh, what fucking, like, famous girl's gonna be on here, or, like, whatever.
The whole idea is still pretty fucked up, but I mean, you know, whatever. It happens. People are shitty, you know.
Yeah, because that was pretty much like, you know,
it's revenge porn.
It's revenge porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, legitimately, like, you know, that's like the worst thing of all times. Like, you're a shitty dude if you, like, do it now, obviously, but, like, at the time, it was so ahead of the game.
Yeah,
it was like.
Yeah.
Like, that dude was
created some laws because of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Privacy laws and, like, fucking, like, if you post this picture on the internet, we fucking own it now.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
well, as soon as it's on the internet, it's fucking fair game.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
on there forever.
It's on there forever. Even if you delete it, it's in the cloud. It's somewhere. It's fucking somewhere to be found, man. God. Which is a super scary thought. Don't ever fucking, dude. I was talking to a friend of mine last night about, like, he was just talking to me about, like, you know, sending dick pics to a chick, and I'm like, don't ever fucking do that, dude.
Do it on Snapchat.
I don't even think you should do it on Snapchat, because even though Snapchat tells you, like, yo, this dude or this person just, like, took a screenshot, it's
just
like,
a dick.
Honestly, I've gotten to the point where it's like, does anyone like even want to see this? Like,
I don't
like,
send
no one wants to see. Like, I feel like after
I'm in a relationship,
seeing people on the internet talk about it, it's like, you know what? I feel like no one's really wanting to see a dick pic.
Like, you already know what you're expecting. It's down there.
It's just gonna be another dick.
It's just like they're all the same.
No one
unless it's like tattooed or something. Then it's a little different.
That's a little different. Yeah, but I mean, like,
you got a ring on it.
Girls don't care. Like, fucking guys and girls, when it comes to that shit, is just so funny. Like, guys are like, I want to see your fucking titties. Like, okay, yeah.
I want to see your fucking balls.
like, girls are like,
so much more.
Girls literally. I don't think.
Bend over for me.
Show me the goat.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, 4 girls will sit in a room and be like, I really want to see this dude's dick.
Fuck no, they're gonna be like, yo, let's get him to send us the dick and we'll show it to all of us at the same
laugh
time. That's
at
what
it.
girls
That's
do.
what girls
Guys do it too. I mean, I haven't done it ever, but
I mean, dude, here's the thing. I have never once shown nudes to anybody before.
Okay.
I never have. Like, even when I was seeing... Huh?
That's a shout out to
you. Oh, well, thanks, dude. I'm just saying, like, you know, like... It's just... I don't know. Fuck it. Just don't ever send a dick pic.
I at least haven't done it in, like, 2 some odd years. Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, the last time
I covered that base real quick.
Yeah, I think the last one I ever sent was to Nicole. Like, before we got together. Pretty sure it was. It had to have been.
Seems like that's what sealed the deal.
Yeah. I'm sure it was.
Just like, hey, check out what I'm working with.
I'm just trying to put pressure on you, you know.
With the pepperoni box.
It's a pepperoni box. It's just a
some sausage.
Box, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. So, what do you got coming up?
Right now we got finishing up stuff with our record that's gonna be coming out hopefully sooner than later, but we're shooting for beginning next year.
Nice.
On that we have a festival at the end of the month in Utah, and we don't it's a total left field festival for us to be playing. It's got a lot of random rappers on it, EDM artists on it, Odessa's a headliner.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're playing. It's a 3-day camping festival, and we're on a day with Lauryn Hill and Nas.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's
That's
so
awesome.
bizarre for us, but I am beyond stoked. It's in it's called somewhere in Heber City is what the place is called. It's like 45 minutes from Salt Lake, but in the mountains camping festival.
When is it?
The weekend the June 23rd to the 25th.
So this month.
Yeah,
I might go with you to
That's
that.
insane.
That sounds awesome.
It's tight.
Can you FaceTime me during his set so I can watch it with you?
I saw Nas before. I saw him with Damian Marley.
Nice.
It was at Ultra Music Festival.
Oh, wow.
So random.
So random.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's got a lot of random people. I think Waka Flocka's on it.
Fuck yeah, I'm
down.
Waka. Method Man, Redman.
Oh, dude, I have to go to this.
It's why are we playing?
So sick.
Morrow saw Method Man and Redman for his birthday at the observatory. He said it was
He heard that on our lane. It's like, dude, I need to go with.
That's fucking sick.
Dude, I need to go to that show.
He is going to invite himself onto your tour and go see Method Man.
He'll literally fly himself out.
Is that part of a tour?
No, it's just a one-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Still
I feel like you guys...
Are you going to go for the whole festival? Or are you just gonna
we're staying for the whole thing.
Oh,
we got lodging set up and everything.
That's
I feel like Secrets hasn't toured in a really long time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the last tour that I remember Secrets being on was the headliner for the second record.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Oh, well, after that headliner, we did Warp last year.
You did? Oh, okay.
And then we did one more tour we were doing direct support to Ice Nine Kills, and that was the last one we did.
Ice Nine Kills. Yeah, that was with Sylar and...
Yeah.
Yep.
Cover Your Tracks, and Out Came the Wolves.
Yeah. That band, Out Came the Wolves, is a funny story. I remember I discovered them 4 years ago. They were when they were nobody. But
just an internet band at that point.
But their vocalist, I looked him up on Instagram. That motherfucker had 50,000 followers because he was just
a good-looking dude, man.
Tattooed, blonde, good-looking kid, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. But I checked out that band Cover Your Tracks, and they don't sound like Bury Your Dead, and that really bummed me out.
You just want blank your blank to
I just
sound
want
the
Bury
same.
Your Dead. No, I just want Bury Your Dead play Cover Your Tracks front to back. That's a real
I think
thing.
they did that recently.
They should do it again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
So I can see it.
They played the that
album after
the Beauty and the Breakdown.
Yes,
from front to back.
I didn't really like that album.
It was alright.
And I like the Cover Your Tracks.
Oh, dude, Cover Your Tracks is fucking amazing. How long did it take you to realize that every song title was a Tom Cruise movie?
About 5 minutes.
It took me a while. It took me
These are all new facts to me.
Couple years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
All the names are Vanilla Sky, Top Gun, Mission Impossible 2.
You're kidding me. It
Risky
has the
Business.
C.
fucking
Yeah.
kidding.
No.
Okay. See, this is the band I definitely missed. I heard some
okay.
Bury Your Dead songs here and there, but
Yeah, Mike Terry.
Missed them a little bit.
He used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he was the second vocalist. He after the first guy quit, he stepped in.
Got it.
And now the old guy's
Original
back again.
dude's back. Yeah.
Got it.
But their second, even their first record had was entitled "You Had Me at Hello." So, and that's from fucking Jerry Maguire. So
they did not have a song called Jerry Maguire.
They did not have a song called Jerry Maguire, no. But that was that record
may as well have.
Yeah.
Next album.
Yeah.
Whole album title. Oh. Jerry Maguire.
That was a good movie, dude. Have you ever seen Jerry Maguire?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Great.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Show me the money.
Dude, speaking of movies, have you guys seen any good movies lately?
I saw the new Alien. That was pretty tight.
Fucking sick.
I haven't seen that yet.
It was so funny. I'm not going to name who it was, but I went with someone going to see it who hadn't seen an Alien movie yet. So they didn't know what they were expecting. They weren't expecting like it to be gory at all, the way it is with aliens popping out of stomachs.
Yeah.
And he decided to have an edible before all this.
Man.
And
probably wasn't a good idea.
Not enjoying himself.
I think I might know who this is.
Turtle?
No. I think I know who it is, but
I'll tell you after. But yeah,
all right. If I'm right, I'm gonna give you the loudest high five. Because if it's who I think it is, that's hilarious.
I don't think it is who you're thinking.
Okay,
but yeah. Anyways, like literally walked out of the theater. Like he's like,
no fucking
I'm
way.
like having a panic attack. Like
I
can't do this.
Yes.
Like we're seeing Alien. You didn't expect this, and that's when I found he had never seen one. I'm like, dude, you could have asked.
I'll bleep this out. It wasn't Mikey, was it?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't Mikey.
Word.
Dude.
Then never mind. I thought it was Mikey. That's why I was like, dude, I'm
that would be
picturing
funny.
this in my head.
Just like him,
hilarious.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mikey.
I'm gonna go see Wonder Woman tomorrow. So I'm
nice,
pretty
dude.
excited. And then I think after that, I'm gonna what else came out? There's another movie that came out the other day that I want to go see, but I can't remember. But I saw Baywatch and the new Pirates. Baywatch is pretty fucking funny. I know it got a lot of shit because it's like, you know,
it's remakes.
It's a rated R comedy reboot of like a serious television show from the 90s and the 80s, and it's just like I mean, like it's like
everything these days are reboots.
Everything is a fucking reboot now.
I don't know, man. I want to see it. I like Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Dude.
You know,
it's honestly like a really fucking funny movie. Like Zac Efron,
and I like Zac Efron
awesome.
a lot.
Like,
now, I didn't like him back in the day.
No, of course not.
Once he got past Disney days, it was okay.
Dude,
from
I
there.
feel
Neighbors, bro.
Neighbors.
That's what I was gonna say. Once I saw Neighbors and I saw like what he could do, like comedic in like a comedic sense, like dude, he's actually like a really funny dude. Like in the movie Dirty Grandpa, he's pretty funny. And in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, that movie's fucking hilarious too. I mean, he's like what sucks about like him is like he's always typecasted into being like the same character, but like he's still really funny. I saw the latest Pirates also. That was actually it was good.
Sorry,
you good?
Jewel, dude. Yeah,
Jewel good.
But that movie was pretty good.
Jewel all good.
I gave it like
Jewel
a 7 out of 10.
I tried. That was a stretch.
It was worth it. I'm laughing very loudly internally. So Pirates, you liked it?
No, Pirates was at least a 7 out of 10.
Nice, dude.
And then
I've heard good things about it.
I mean, it's not like if you've seen the fourth one. The fourth one I fucking did not like.
I don't think I watched past the second one, bro.
I think I skipped down.
I haven't watched past the second one.
Well, you gotta see the third one. The third one is the last good one of like that one because it's the same characters. It's just a continuation of Dead Man's Chest. It's a really long movie though. It's like almost 3 hours. But
no lightsabers, 3 hours.
No lightsabers.
I don't think I can do that, man. You got to send me like the Cliff Notes.
Just read the plot.
Can you make his PowerPoint of
God?
3 hours, but that's not even like director's cut.
It's almost
well,
no.
Let me ask you, how do you do with Lord of the Rings then?
I mean, eat an edible and watch it.
No Lord of the Rings is a completely different entity, though.
Tina loves Lord of the Rings, and I watched the first one with her because when I saw the Two Towers, it was in theaters when it came out. I went to the midnight release.
Nice.
I fell asleep during it.
Dude.
I was late. I was young.
I can only imagine.
You guys want to hear something cool? I've never seen all the Lord of the Rings movies.
That's fine.
Same.
Yeah.
Yo. But I've only seen the second one.
Okay.
And I saw it in theaters. Yeah. How random.
There you go, dude. That was the only time I saw it.
I saw all 3 of the movies in the theater. I saw The Fellowship of the Ring when I was in 8th grade. Saw The Two Towers in 9th grade. Return of the King in 10th grade.
Also, I haven't seen The Hobbit.
Well, the Hobbit movies are... I saw all the Hobbit movies and like they honestly should have just made it one fucking movie. or at least
the books are good.
A lot of dialogue. I never saw it either.
A lot of dialogue, and like there are a lot. Like the Battle of the Five Armies is the best one, in my opinion. On that one, has the most like battle sequences and stuff. But like there's just a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of dialogue. A lot of dialogue. Not, in my opinion, not enough action. But you know, all good movies still. Like it brought like it just like the I'm sure you guys get like a feeling in like the pit of your chest, or like like it rushes through your body when you see like a certain movie. Like when I see the Harry Potter movies, like I get like a wave of like something, and then when I see the Star Wars movies, I just want to like jizz everywhere.
Yeah, you hear my burp.
Yeah, just like ambience in the
Star
back.
Wars is the best series of movies ever created.
Definitely,
Ever.
without
True
a
or
doubt.
false?
Ever.
I'd say true. You know what's actually like? I'm like
That's a
actually
Snapple
like
fact.
being like very impressed, just like how they're setting everything up is all the Marvel movies. How,
Yeah, they've been really good.
but how
Lately they
like
have
they're
been
basically
wild.
saying this next
Even with the Netflix shows,
that as well, like
'cause
how
Luke
much
Cage
they're
was
expanding
amazing.
it. But like the fact that they're saying this next Avengers movie is basically the plot line that has been building up since the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah,
it's just
well-
like this continuation of shit that all builds up to this.
The Avengers Infinity War Part 2 is going to be the final Marvel
Yeah.
Cinematic Universe movie to ever be made. Now, I'm just excited for the Venom movie because fucking Tom Hardy is going to be playing him, and that is just probably the best person.
Bananas, dude.
It is.
Bananas.
It's bananas.
Bananas.
Fucking.
But I'm really excited for what was that next Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know how I fucked that up, but yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming is gonna be fucking super legit. I cannot wait for that movie. I just don't understand like how Spider-Man is because it was never part of the Avengers, so I'm just wondering like how they're gonna like tie him into that. I feel like it's
Don't ask me these
I
questions.
kind of feel like it's kind of like I don't know. We'll
I
see.
mean, they already did tie him in the last Avengers movie. Did you see it? Civil
Yeah,
War.
Civil War.
He was already
in it.
tied in.
Yeah, but like he was never a part of the Avengers like in the comics.
Oh yeah. It's weird how they're doing
how
that
they're doing
separately,
that. But I feel like they're doing that for because of like because like all
The kiddies love it.
well yeah, that and like the what's it called, the fucking like the rights to the studios, like like
When Disney bought Marvel.
yeah, well not just that, like certain production, like certain movie studios like have the rights to like certain characters, like 20th Century Fox has like X-Men, and like Columbia has Spider-Man, and like fucking who did just like shit like that. And like sometimes like the ones that are like are tied into the Avengers are like tricky because like that studio doesn't own that one. I don't know, it's all weird.
Yeah.
Jesus,
There's a lot
dude.
of things like that. Like even
They gotta put Deadpool in the next X-Men movie.
Well, I mean,
right.
They got to, or else I'm not seeing it.
I don't know
I'm
if
trying to
they're
think what else like has like done that sort of thing as far as rights. I think it's I read something about trying to get certain like the process it was to get certain Super Smash Bros characters in the game, like getting Mega Man involved with that was like a huge long process of getting the
like
rights.
Did you
Capcom?
ever?
Yeah. getting
What's
the
your
rights to
favorite
that.
video game
Favorite video game
of all time?
Of all time. It's a tough battle between Pokemon Blue and
Pokemon Red.
or yeah, I just Pokemon Red.
Pokemon Red
no.
was my shit.
No, like the whole Pokemon series, I'm like that was my shit growing up. Like over the top nerd about it. But that and Super Mario 64.
Dude.
Always my
was really
jam.
good, yeah.
Also, The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
Very nice.
Also,
I was
Mask
late.
real good,
I didn't
too.
like Majora's Mask.
I was late to Zelda, actually.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Jesus.
saying.
Have you played the new one?
I have not yet. I haven't gone to even play a Switch yet.
Me neither. I'm
Dude,
not
I
rich enough.
really
It
want
just
to
looks
get
so
mine.
nice.
They have the game for Wii U, and I have Wii U. I don't know why I haven't gone out and bought it.
They have more than one game for the Switch.
sorry, 2 games.
They got a new Super Mario
They've got a
game.
couple. They re-released
couple
the
is
same
2.
Mario Kart that came out
Yeah,
however
yeah.
long ago. Because that's a new game. Thanks, Nintendo.
Thank you for that.
Waiting for the Smash so I can actually go out and buy the system.
That's gonna be the big thing. That and I'm still waiting for them to do a really cool like Pokemon like console game. Like
They have Pokken Tournament.
that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm saying like full adventure
actually-
mode something.
Oh, okay.
They've had it here and there, but it's never taken off the same way like the Game Boy game. They had
I
like
feel you.
Coliseum. They had
Oh my god,
Snap.
Dude,
XP.
Pokemon Coliseum.
Coliseum.
No,
or no.
Stadium.
Stadium.
Pokemon
Stadium.
Stadium
That
was the shit, dude. Like when I had it for N64, that was like, besides Super Smash Brothers and Legend of Zelda and like Mario Kart and Super Mario, like that was like such a, no pun intended, game changer, dude.
Oh yeah.
That was such a
The
big
mini
deal.
games. The mini games.
Dude, the mini games were the shit. And speaking of mini games, Mario Party.
Oh
was
yeah.
Also,
Anything like I was basically
like
just
Nintendo?
obsessed with
Yeah.
anything Nintendo. Honestly, that was my I've never owned a PlayStation system.
Okay.
I got I had the original Xbox. But I
Yeah.
got it like a month before they announced the 360.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, cool. I just bought this and Halo 2 and I'm going to be way behind. And then I got a 360 like way late, like right before they announced the one. I'm like, well, I'm just going to live in the past for a bit.
Fuck it.
So
We all live in the past in one way or another.
I think
Video
that's
game consoles are just one of those things where it's
Yeah.
like it'll never grow old. You know what I mean? Like I've tried so hard to find a Nintendo 64. Like it's not that it's not hard. It's easy to find, but like just like
yeah.
finding the right games, that's fucking hard.
Oh yeah, some of them go like any of the like original like Zelda games go for a lot of money.
Dude, they
like,
like
I've seen for like $70.
yeah,
for
no,
Ocarina of
for
Time.
real. When I went to Seattle last summer, I went to this like play and trade place, and they had the console. The console was like $50. Controllers were like $20. And then it had in like this glass case, like it had Super Smash Brothers, Conker's Bad Fur Day,
Oh wow,
and
that's another one that's hard to find and
dude,
really pricey
that game
too.
was being sold at that particular store for $120. How the fuck?
crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, right? That's
They
like
have it. You can play it. They have like this selection of like 20 or so games as part of it. You could just buy for $20
yeah,
for the one.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
there's a bunch of different shit on it. But if you want to play Conker's Bad Fur Day for cheap, there you go.
There you go.
I just
Save
want to.
yourself.
I just like if I had like the computer, I just would get like a fucking
The emulator. That's what I would do.
And my friend
Oh,
has
yeah.
my friends.
I've
all
done
have-
that.
all my friends have emulators. Like all the nerdy kids that I hang out with, they all do. But I don't fucking have this shit.
Fuck
for
yeah,
that.
nerds, dude.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, that was
We're just
literally
four
my
nerds
like
right here.
thing to do on the road with a laptop. I just played on an emulator.
Emulator, yeah.
Pokemon, of course.
Dude.
Just easiest to play on there. Or like some like N64 games have been really tricky to do on emulators. It's hard to replicate the
rough.
same feeling of.
The controller
yeah.
through a
Yeah.
USB controller.
Yeah,
It's
but-
difficult.
But then we have Richard in my band who goes as far as like bringing like the USB Xbox style controller to play a bunch of PC games on his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the shit.
It's
dude.
tight.
I can't wait to get back on the road and just like do shit like that, man. I can't fucking wait.
You're gonna be on the road soon
I
enough.
hope so. We just need to find a van and a trailer. That's like the one thing that's like kind of like the main goal right now.
Yeah.
Like
At a decent price.
while we're not on tour right now. I don't even
Yeah.
know when the fuck we will be, but like
Be prepared.
yeah, we gotta be.
Exactly.
Cause like I don't want to be the band that gets submitted for a tour for a full U.S. tour and we don't have a fucking van and
Yeah,
trailer.
like, not
Like
even
I
ready.
am not going to ask our friends like, hey, does anybody have a van we can fucking borrow for a month? No,
No.
that's not the way to do it. We got to get our own. It's just hard. We don't know where to go. Like Craigslist and all that stuff is one thing, but like I think we're gonna try and go to a police auction.
That's a good
Oh,
idea.
nice.
Where we at?
Never even thought of that.
Oh,
We have to pick up a trailer
an hour.
too.
Sorry for yawning. It's just 3 a.m.
Yeah, you want to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's call it.
Yep.
You want to plug your social media?
Personally, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. It's Connor Branigan. I'll spell out Branigan because no one seems to get it right.
I'll just put it. in
yeah,
the
you
info.
throw it in like
I
a little. Can I do like a right here?
Yeah, I'll make
It's
it
right
pop for
here.
that one. Like,
right here.
Yeah.
I spelled your name.
I've
for the
never done
longest
that.
Time
I'll
with
do
two
that
N's.
later.
Oh yeah, everyone does.
Friggin', and then I see your Facebook. I'm like, shit.
Like honestly, I've never met another Branigan in my life. Like,
Go to Ireland, dude.
yeah, I have, and I still didn't.
Oh, that's fucked.
I only know one other Branigan.
You do know?
Freaking yeah, Zap.
Who?
Zapparoo Branigan. Futurama.
I guess I never watched that shit, so I don't.
Leela.
Nice. Thank you guys for tuning in. Get off my fucking lawn.
Gang shit.
Have a great evening.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
We'll definitely do this again.
That's a wrap. Fuck yeah. Bounce this shit and then bounce out of this shit.